What's good everybody, it's CocoPower430 here and welcome back to another challenge video. Today, we're here to figure out if I can beat a randomized nuzlocke of Pokemon Emerald, but this time with the Pokemon sprites completely remade. Yep, I'm going to be playing through a ROM hack called Pokemon Emerald ReSprited that was created by the Ultra Nerd, who is the creator of another ROM hack I did a challenge video on that was called Pokemon Puffy Pink version, where the Pokemon were replaced with Kirby characters. And that ROM hack was a lot of fun, but for this one, all of the normal sprites for each Pokemon have been replaced by different artists' renditions of the Pokemon. Some of these new renditions are absolutely hilarious,
as if I really look like this!
While others can be absolute nightmare fuel. So in order to explore all the different sprites available in this game, I'm going to be randomizing the game and see what these wonderful artists have in store for me. If you like what you see, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Also, if you want to follow the creator of this ROM hack, their Blue Sky link will be in the description. Also, sub to their channel if you're interested in Kirby sprite animations. They're pretty good. And shout out these legendary members who got to see the video early. With all of that out of the way, let's journey through this randomized adventure and see if we have what it takes to become the ReSprited Pokemon Master. Our adventure begins by saving Professor Birch from an attacking Zigzagoon. Our choices for our first starter are Slugma, a Primeape that's been playing way too much Bloons Tower Defense, or a Chinchou. We go for the Primeape and name it Grunty. Why Grunty? Well, I couldn't think of a better name, and I was watching a Banjo-Kazooie livestream while playing this game, so I just ran with it. With Grunty, we can easily take care of the Zigzagoon, defeat May, get Pokeballs from Birch, and now the Nuzlocke can truly begin.
I really wish I didn't see that.
Here's a quick rule set for the challenge that I'm putting on myself. Rule number 1, any Pokemon that faints must be released or boxed permanently, meaning I can't use it for the rest of the challenge. Rule number 2, only the first wild Pokemon encountered in a route or area can be caught. If I fail to catch it, well, that's tough luck as I can't get another retry in the same area. And rule number 3, I can't go over the current gym's highest Pokemon level, and I have to set the battle style instead of being it on shift to set, meaning I don't get a free switch after defeating my opponent's Pokemon. This is going to be very difficult. If you don't know what the level cap is for each gym leader, don't worry. I have the level cap always in the top right corner, so you always know what level I can surpass until I beat whichever gym leader I'm currently at. But now let's get back to our regularly scheduled program, shall we? I was able to capture a Viper named Viper, captured a Plusle named Duking, helped Wally capture this weird looking Ralts, and captured a Zubat named Zubok. Which, funny enough, when I was looking up Zubok so I could spell his name correctly just in case, instead of showing a picture of the current Clippers center, it instead showed a picture of Brooke Lopez. And that was hilarious. And I have no idea why that even happened, but somebody messed up at ESPN. But after I was done laughing at the Clippers, we took care of a dangerous looking Team Aqua member by just letting Grunty punch his Milotic to death. And after a couple of minutes of grinding and failing multiple encounters, seriously, I was failing a lot of encounters here. It was so annoying. We were ready to take care of ROXANNE. Now for each of these gyms, I set it to where each of them would have a randomized theme team that helps keep the cohesion with the trainers as well as the gym leader to make the fights a bit more interesting. So, instead of ROXANNE being a rock type gym leader like she usually was, in this randomizer, she was instead a grass type gym leader who was a Timu version of Erica. This fight with Viper was basically over before it even began, and I was able to get my first gym badge without losing a single Pokemon. That gym was a lot of fun, and for the next randomizers that I'll do eventually for the channel, I'm probably going to keep the gym type theme a permanent addition to the randomizer, as it made this challenge a lot more difficult in my opinion. With our first gym badge acquired, we were again instructed to save some plans from being stolen by a Team Grunt. But before we were able to face him, we had the most terrifying Lugia I have ever seen show up out of nowhere inside the cave. I wanted to capture it, but sadly the only move Lugia knew at the time was Whirlwind, which it didn't even matter as I got a critical hit with Viper to ruin my chance of getting this cool legendary. My encounter luck has been awful during this challenge so far, but at least we were able to defeat the Grunt again, get told we need to deliver a letter to Steven Stone, and hitch a ride to Dewford Town on our way to our second gym badge. But once we finally got to Dewford Town, we could use the old rod to hook a drowning Hariyama and add it to the team. We even got a chance to deliver Steven his letter. Now nothing is stopping us from intending to take down BRAWLEY, so let's see what his gym has in store for me this time.
A few inches later.
Well, apparently, BRAWLEY decided to ditch his fighting type team and is now a steel type gym, which actually makes sense for the drowning Hariyama. Oh my god, that's cold, BRAWLEY. And I really wasn't expecting it because the first opponent I faced had a Metang that instantly wiped poor Zubak from the team. This meant I had to hope that Grunty and Bull the Hariyama could carry me through BRAWLEY's gym if I had a chance of gaining my second gym badge out of 8. To be honest with everyone, BRAWLEY was easier than his traders, who had multiple Metangs and Magnetons just chilling in their party. But for BRAWLEY, you know, the gym leader, he only had an Aeron and a Magnemite, which both got one shot, and even the Steelix stood no chance against Bull the Hariyama that was using Vital Throw, a move that forces you to go last. So far these gyms have been super anticlimactic, but at least I got my second gym badge. Can the rest of the gym leaders be as easy as BRAWLEY? I'm gonna assume no, that's probably not what's gonna happen. But at least we can head to the Slateport to mess with some more Team Aqua members, that's always fun. But before we go and defeat more Team Aqua members, I first went up to the route outside of Slateport City to get myself a Voltorb and name it Shock King. Get it? Cause he's the Shock King. And it's Shock King that you're still watching this video after that horrendous joke, my goodness. I apologize for that one. Bad puns aside, the two Aqua Grunts stood no chance even with their intimidating Lapras, Houndoom, and Crawdad combo. All Grunty had to do was just use Brick Break and that was the fight. Archie seriously needs a hire better henchman, these people are ridiculous. But after that, we had the main 2 fight, which went as well as you could expect. The Sneasel, Murkrow, and her Evolved Lantern couldn't even break a sweat out of poor Bull. And we even broke Wally's spirit by defeating his Ralts. I mean Chinchou. Where did the Ralts go that we gave you, Wally? How did he lose it that easily? I decided to fish for my encounter on Route 110 as I used repels to quickly make it to Mauville City. And that was actually worth it. I was able to get myself a Tailo and name it Berserk. If I can evolve it into Swallow, this Pokemon will come in handy really fast, if I can get a status affliction on it. Also, while I was grinding, look at this terrifying Wobbuffet that almost defeated Shocking. Who made this Wobbuffet, and why is it in my nightmares?
Oh my goodness!
Watson this time, instead of being an electric type gym leader, he was now a flying type gym leader. Which is funny to think about, as so far all of these gym leaders have been something that is super effective against their original types. Roxanne was a grass type gym, which is super effective against her normal rock type theme. BRAWLEY's old fighting type team could have easily handled his randomized steel type team. And now with Watson, his old electric types could easily take care of business against his new flying type team. Which, ironically enough, is exactly what happened, as Shock King and Viper handled business against Watson, who, if you noticed, had a Lugia as his first Pokemon out. And even that wasn't enough to defeat me. Absolutely unreal play so far. 3 badges obtained, but we still had a long way to go before we could even call ourselves champions of the Hoenn region. So let's add to the party by getting a Quagsire out of a rock and naming it Misty, after that evil monster that is Misty's Clodsire in Radical Red. Oh my goodness, that's why I can never do a hardcore nuzlocke of that game. That fight is so annoying. But through our journey towards Fall Arbor Town, our Berserk finally evolved into a Swallow, and I gotta say, this design is amazing. And look how adorable Raikou looks. Too bad I couldn't catch it. Damn those 0.4% odds. But that's okay, we got Shock King to carry the load for us, and we're able to intercept a meeting with Team Magma and Team Agua, which leads to some evil scheming occurring at the top of Mount Chimney. So we're forced to go up there and stop whatever Team Magma is trying to do to that poor volcano. And once I got up there, I immediately got thrown into a wild double battle with the 2 Magma Grunts, both having a Rayquaza and an Omastar. Now these are some quality grunts, Maxie. Take notes, Archie. It's just too bad that the entire budget went into just these 2 grunts, as Maxie's team was a joke. Do I even need to show it? It was a Pidgey, a Noctowl, and a Scyther. Talk about an anticlimactic showdown with the boss. But at least we were able to easily defeat Maxie, save whatever was going to happen there at Mount Chimney, and for our reward, we got ourselves a cool looking Trico that I named Reggie. Will Reggie help us out against Flannery? Sadly no, as Flannery's Molten Fire type team has now been replaced and cooled down with Ghost types. And for a level 29 Survivor that just learned Crunch, and while holding the black glasses, no matter what Flannery threw at me, my Survivor was going to feast on her team, and she stood no chance. Also, shout out to the Dustclops that is holding a boo sign. That's just 10 out of 10. And even though I'm still failing a lot of the encounters, I'm glad that my team is good enough so far to carry me through these 4 gym battles.
The next day.
We're now halfway through the randomized gauntlet, which allows us to head to the desert and get ourselves a Noctowl. It isn't as cool as Berserk, but Newark will have to do as a replacement, just in case. And don't get me started on how long I stayed in the desert trying to get the sand tower to activate and show itself. All I needed to do was just go in and out of the route and it would appear eventually. Why didn't I do this? I spent like 30 minutes in here just waiting, and it's just so bad. Sometimes my brain just turns off at the worst times, I swear. But we still had a pretty good team to take on Norman and try to get our 5th gym badge. Before we begin the fight, Norman, ironically enough, didn't randomize to a different type theme. He stayed the same as his normal type gym, which should make this gym fight easy for Bull and Grunty. See, where's Grunty? Would you believe me that poor Grunty got one-shot by a critical hit stomp from a level 27 giraffe? I was so confused, I stared at my screen thinking, how did I get knocked out by a stomp from a giraffe? And this was just me trying to level grind before Norman, so I didn't even record it. But as per the Nuzlocke rules, it did happen, so sadly one of our major losses came from our first starter. That is so sad, I can't believe that happened. Level 27 Giraffe Rig, unreal. So that meant I had to keep Bull in the back to defeat Norman's ace, so the rest of the team had to pull their weight and actually assist in this fight, when that wasn't even the original plan. And losing Grunty would prove to be detrimental, as this was my first real gym fight that proved to be pretty challenging, as Norman first sent out Pidgeotto, and I had Shock King easily take care of it. Spindo was up next, and a few unlucky hits on myself in confusion made Viper go to less than half health remaining. And then I tried to get greedy with a crunch on Hoothoot, and it almost ruined my team. It's crazy how Norman's gym almost took out the first 2 Pokemon I obtained in this Nuzlocke. So I had to switch into Berserk to take down Hoothoot ×2, which left Norman's last remaining member, Persian. And don't ask me why I decided to let Swallow try and take down the Persian, I never get punished for it anyway. A clean sweep of Norman was just what I needed to get my 5th gym badge. Sooner or later, this way of playing is going to completely ruin this run, isn't it? But never mind those full send strategies, as losing my starter before we get into the late game is annoying, and getting Zoopals or Raichu didn't really heal the pain. But losing Bull to an explosion using Reggie is just the worst thing that could happen. I only realized after I checked my team that I could have just switched into my Quagsire as Misty had the ability Damp, which negated explosion or self-destruct attacks. Oh, why do I do this to myself? But at least I still had Misty, as she was able to easily sweep through Team Magma's team. And what do you mean they were Team Aqua Grunts? They couldn't be. They're using Fire-type Pokemon just like Team Magma, so it's probably just them in disguise. But for our reward for saving the Weather Institute, we got ourselves a new starter in Clyde the Blaziken. And the second to last May fight we had to deal with, it was pretty easy. Why did she have both a Geodude and Graveler as her first 2 Pokemon? At that point I was honestly expecting a Golem to appear, but it was just her Lantern as the final opponent. Another easy May fight, and now we can head into town to grab the Devon Skull from Steven to get another Pokemon on the bridge, Rocky the Solrock. I have no idea why there are so many Pokemon here that reminded me of my Mystery Dungeon streams, but it's insane that it's happened multiple times already. But sadly, I don't think Solrock will have any opportunity to face off against Winononna, as this time, she's a Rock-type gym leader. Which actually made it easy for Misty to just take down Winonna's first 3 Pokemon, until she got to Rhydon, and a powerful stomp took out over half of its health. But luckily Reggie, while holding a Time Gear, was able to defeat the Rhydon, which left only Winonna's ace, Aggron. For some reason, again, my full send strategies were going into full effect here, as I decided to make more risky plays as I went into Viper to try and get a paralysis going on the Aggron, and it immediately got wiped thanks to an Iron Tail. But don't worry, Missy can take care of this Aggron, right? This is what happens when you play a Pokemon ROM hack on edibles.
Who are you, Snoop Dogg in the green room? I mean, what the hell is going on?
But can Clyde please get this fight over with before I make any more dumb decisions? Thank you. When Winononna was defeated, the 6th badge was acquired, and all the usual dumb moves that I made really made my head spin. Losing more and more Pokemon as the battles progress is kind of making me a bit nervous for what lies ahead. Especially since now we're going to be involved with the Team Magma and Team Agua Continental Drift Challenge. But once we made it to Lily Cove City, I was able to defeat May for the final time, and she had a proper team this time. It's just too bad that by the time this paragraph is over, the fight was already wrapped up. But I do have to mention that before I went inside Lily Cove City, I failed an encounter against the most intimidating Slimkern I have ever seen. And after all of that, we're needed at Mount Pyre to stop Team Agua. The double battle with the 2 Agua Grunts was sadly a sign of things to come in this randomizer. Not only did one of the Grunts have 2 Gengars, but the other one had an Articuno. If these fights are gonna get that ridiculous, I am really afraid of what lies ahead in the Team Magma hideout. Especially since I failed another encounter at Mount Pyre. I mean, seriously. I have never had this much bad luck when it came to capturing Pokemon. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but the amount of failed encounters I had could make up an entire video on its own. That's how bad it got. But where my luck fails in encounters, it makes up for that by bulldozing through major fights, and the battle with Maxie was no different. I got to land some rock throws on Xatu, and Shock King was able to finish off both his Gyarados and Swablu. That's one evil criminal boss defeated, now we only got one more to deal with. It's just too bad it's going to be a lot more complicated than I thought, as we were too late in stopping Archie from stealing the yellow submarine. But that only meant we could finally enter the Team Agua hideout and get another encounter. But what I didn't expect to see was Archie hiding a legendary bird for me in his secret stash. And luckily, I was able to capture Articuno. And don't get me started on the admin fight, as it was the easiest sweep ever, thanks to one of the Grunts burning Berserk, meaning Guts was activated. And I was able to defeat the admin, and now I can head my way towards Moss Deep City to get my 7th gym badge. You know, for the most part, every single gym leader has been manageable to defeat. It's only because of me making small mistakes that I lost some of my important team members. But that's all gonna change when I had to face off against Tate and Liza, who are now a Dragon-type double battle. You can probably guess on what's about to happen here. These Terra Twins showed no mercy as they started the battle with the Latias and Rayquaza. Okay, this is scary. I had to focus hard on the Rayquaza as it immediately went for a Dragon Dance, and I saw my entire team flash before my eyes. Luckily, I had Rocky in the front to try and spam Rock Slides to get both of the uber legendary Pokemon out of here. I even managed to bring Rayquaza down all the way to almost 1 HP. But that's when Tate and Liza got smart and switched into Vibrava. But this meant I could now use Shock King to focus on the Latias and get a clutch paralysis, allowing me to switch Rocky into my newly acquired Articuno. Articuno kept hitting heavy blizzards that knocked out Vibrava and almost KO'd the Latias. But sadly, Shock King missed the Thunder, allowing the twins to heal up both the Latias and Rayquaza. And that's when I thought the run was over, as I am in some serious danger here, and to make matters worse, right when I was about to defeat both of them, Rayquaza goes ahead of Articuno and one-shots it thanks to her quad-weak agent power, meaning Rocky had to come back into the fight and spam some more Rock Slides. But after a few more Rock Slides, we were able to defeat both of the legendary Pokemon, only for another Latias to show up and wipe the rest of my team until I was able to defeat it with one last Rock Slide. This fight knocked out Sceptile, Swallow, Articuno, and Electrode, meaning I only had Solrock, Plusle, Blaziken, Noctowl, Raichu, and a Breloom left that I got in the Shoal Cave. I needed some reinforcements badly.
14 hours later.
After getting our new team in order, and by that I mean just Rocky and Clyde, we had helped Steven Stone defeat Maxie one last time, as he wanted to invade the space station for some reason. I actually have no idea why they wanted to do this. This is the part of Emerald that I always zone out in my mind. Even after decades of playing it, I still have no idea what they wanted to do here. But Steven was honestly useless in this fight, and by missing some moves that would have KO'd one of Maxie's Pokemon, it caused Clyde to go down to a super effective wing attack. That left me with just 5 Pokemon remaining in my party. This game just doesn't want to see me win, does it? But we did stop Maxie, and now it's back to the sea to find some more Pokemon to obtain, which we can do by fishing at Pacific Lockdown to get up a net, fish inside the seafloor cavern to get ourselves an Electabuzz, and go inside New Mauville City to get a Misdreavus. The Pokemon weren't too bad, and at least I had something on my PC that wasn't just KO'd. And after spending hours grinding inside the seafloor cavern, I thought it was a good time to finally take on Archie in his Ocean Gate submarine. Surely Archie made the proper safety checks before stealing a submarine, right? Surely it wouldn't be that crazy. Well, besides the ocean safety violations, although Archie had a grass type team, I had nothing for his level 43 victory bell, since Rocky was paralyzed and 1 shot away from being KO'd. So I had to figure out a way to beat Archie when my other Pokemon were way below level 40. So I had Voltage the Electabuzz come in and do some chip damage, while I sacrificed poor Newark the Noctowl to get a clean switch into Zupal's Raichu to get a clutch win, even though it had 10 HP left and was asleep. But now that I defeated both crime bosses, I can now hunt for some more Pokemon, and I was able to get an Espeon on the seafloor, as well as a Cloyster in the Cave of Origin. But I still wasn't done with Maxie and Archie, as I had to calm down both Groudon and Kyogre to make my way up the Sky Pillar to capture a Cacturn and wake up Rayquaza to settle things once and for all. But with Ice Age 4 finally over and done with, it was now time to focus my attention on getting my 8th and final gym badge. The final gym leader before we made our way to the Pokemon League, Juan this time had a terrifying Psychic team instead of his normal Ice-type squad that would put Sabrina to shame. And I do mean terrifying. Why do all of the gym leaders all of a sudden have uber legendaries that want to ruin the run? But even though Juan had a Deoxys, it stood no chance against my level 45 Cacturn, which I immediately let get knocked out thanks to an Ice Punch from a Jinx. I keep forgetting that Cacturn has low defense, and I thought it could tank at least 1 hit. Turns out, poor Cacturn couldn't, and I let Rocky defeat the Jinx, and I sent in Ben the Misdreavus to KO Juan's last Pokemon, Medicham. There was a Hypno? What Hypno? Hypnos don't exist. But we have done it. We may have barely done it, but in the end, we have defeated all 8 gym leaders, and now we're able to challenge the Pokemon League. And Wally was such a joke, I accidentally forgot to record it. But trust me, he had a team full of lanterns that stood no chance. The real challenge lies within the league, as I may have overlooked a minor detail in the randomizer settings that I now want to share with all of you. You see, this is no ordinary Elite Four and Champion fight, as I decided before the randomizer nuzlocke even began, that I wanted to use a setting in the randomizer called Buff Elite Four, which basically makes the Elite Four and Champion fight much more difficult, as this setting makes the Elite Four and Champion have nothing but pseudo-legendaries or straight-up legendaries on their team. And I don't mean that in the sense that the ace is the legendary Pokemon. No. I mean that every single Pokemon could either be a legendary Pokemon or pseudo-legendary Pokemon. Or sometimes it could be just straight up legendary Pokemon I'm facing off against. I did not read it when I selected this option. I just thought it meant that the Pokemon League will automatically have evolved Pokemon early, not VGC restricted rules teams that will make anyone shake with fear. But either way, this meant I had to come up with a proper team if I even had a chance to face off against the Elite Four and the Champion. And I was able to capture a Bulbasaur inside Everglade City. But looking at my current team, I knew it wasn't going to be enough to defeat the buffed Elite Four, so I captured my final Pokemon inside the ruined ship to get me a Wailmer. I spent the next 10 hours grinding levels to get them all to at least level 55, as 60 was the level cap, and I didn't want to level them up to level 60 before the Elite Four, as I didn't want them to be too overpowered before the Champion fight. And funny enough, I found 2 shinies during my grind, a shiny Growlithe and a shiny Gligar. I'm not sure if this ROM hack increased the shiny odds, but either way, I had finally finished my level grind and even got to defeat a big fat meanie. It was now time to take a deep breath and take on the Elite Four, and to see just how tough the buffed Elite Four setting truly was. We are here at the finale. Instead of just doing like a post-editing thing for this, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this live and see how tough the Elite Four really is, because there's a randomized option for making the Elite Four a lot more tougher. So, we got all our Pokemon at level 55, and let's see how tough the Elite Four and the Champion really are. I am excited. Let's do it! I'm so nervous. We gotta do it. Sidney's always, like, not too bad, so let's see, what he has. Oh my god, we're starting early. Metagross. Get an overheat, kill it. Come on, Rocky. Critical hit, okay. We take those. It's not too bad, honestly. Can you please stop with the Metagrosses? Why are there two of them? They did, oh, actually they did half. Shockingly enough, they did half. What's this gonna do? Not too much, actually. Oh my god, Rocky, please. Has leftovers. Why do you have leftovers? Did the other one have leftovers too? Okay, good. Okay. We're here. We're alive. And a Steelix. Oh my god. Did I just go for another Earthquake? I guess so. Honestly. That did not much. That did not as much as I thought it would, actually. Uh-oh. You're gonna full restore, aren't you? You are gonna full restore. Wait a minute. Did I just go for it? No. Destiny? You can do it, right? Look at that beautiful, Whale Lord. Just look at it. Should kill. You're better. You're better. And a critical hit. Oh my god. You're better. Oh my god. A Registeel. Just go for it. Water Spout. Oh no. If it's not gonna hit, you know what? If it's not gonna hit. Zap Cannon? Live this. Destiny, Destiny. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, that did. Of course. That really didn't do as much as I thought it would. And now the defense +2. Great. And a full restore. I need to use ground attacks, but I have really nothing against Registeel. Wait a minute. Missed. Good. Yes, Parrot Trap Cheese. Okay, I should be able to live one. Dab Cannon, please live this, Ben. Come on, Ben. Live it, live it, live it. We're fine. We're kicking. I don't think Registeel has anything that can KO me. He's going for our defenses. Okay, that's it. What? You have a Metagross. You still have one more Metagross. Why do you have one more Metagross? Oh, God. You think you go for a Psychic? Okay, they shouldn't do anything. Rocky tanks it. I go for an Overheat. I'm faster. And then we switch back. Okay, wait. There's only the Registeel left. We switch back into Ben to get the Parrot Trap going. Then we win. You missed Zap Cannon again. Okay, good. I can take one. I can take a crit from a Zap Cannon. That's fine. Okay. Oh my god. Sydney defeated. It only took 8 minutes. I'm probably gonna cut it up to like a minute and a half, but like, my god, this was scary. This was really scary. That was fight number 1. That was fight number 1. I don't think I'm gonna beat this Elite 4 champion, but I'm gonna try. You know what? If this team could do it, that'd be amazing. But what was that? 4 Metagrosses, a Steelix, and a Registeel? Are you kidding me? What kind of first fight was that? What's the second one gonna do? I have no idea, but I'm terrified. Okay. We are here at Phoebe. My god. That first fight was terrifying. But you know what? I'm gonna go with Wiki this time, see how it goes. And so far, everyone's doing good, actually. I'm kind of shocked, but that was only the first fight. Let's see how bad the second fight could be. I am terrified. I have no idea. Ghost type Pokemon? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. What is it this time? What is it actually? Let's see. Come on. Second fight. After this, we got 3 more to go. 3 more to... Never mind. We're doomed. Never mind. Never mind. We're doomed. You. Future Sight. Oh my god. Can I just risk it? Does it have a second type move to use against me? No, wait. One more just in case. One more. Ancient Power. How much is it gonna do? Not that much, actually. +3, and that didn't do anything. Maybe I could go for one more. I could definitely go for one more. No Omni Boost. Okay. Celebi defeated. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. That wasn't too bad. Let's get on with the next Pokemon. And my god. My god. Stop it. What is happening? 2 Celebes. 2 Celebes. I can't even one-shot. I can't even one-shot it. Oh my god. Please tell me this is the last Celebi. Level 55 +4 for my special attack, and I can't even one-shot it. 3 Celebes? What is happening right now? Didn't even do much. Oh, poison though. I could take the Future Sight attack. That was from the level 49, right? I could definitely take this. Come on. Yep. All right. A Celebi. 3 Celebes. Critical hit. I would have had that critical hit with... Oh my god, please. If that was the level 50 beforehand, I would be way... What the actual hell is happening right now? What did I do to deserve this? Hello, Gabe? And I can't even one-shot it. Do you only have Future Sight? Oh my god, I can't even go for it. I can't even go for it. Rocky. Go in, Rocky. What's with all the Celebes? Oh my god, are you kidding me? This is gonna hurt. Not really, actually. I'm kind of shocked. There goes another Celebi. Can we please stop with the Celebes? Please? What's your ace? Your ace is just Celebies with Future Sight and Ancient Power. Okay, sure. What do I even go for? Like, did I just go for, no. Did I just go for, no, because it'd be super effective. Oh my god, this is really bad. Prayer Song and just kind of stall between Rocky and Dan. Yeah, actually, that might be the move. Okay, a team full of Celebies. Oh, you just did it yourself. Cool, you did it for me. Yeah, we totally did it. I'm gonna use Morning Sun just in case, but we totally did it. We beat Phoebe and her annoying team of Celebies. What the hell is this? Honestly. What is this? Can we not? Can we not all have legendaries? Especially 5 of them in a row? Please? Well, we won. That was absolutely insane. Oh my god. GLACIA, please don't have the same legendaries over and over again. Please. I just want one fight where, even though, yeah, it's tough, it's all unique. I just don't want a whole bunch of Celebies or a whole bunch of Metagrosses or a whole bunch of, what I meant by a tough Elite Four, I did not mean impossible. 2 water spouts. Destiny, can you one-shot Regirock for me? Please? Oh my god, Destiny, thank you. Please. No more. No more Regirocks. What is this? What am I playing against? What am I playing against? Is what I mean by hard Elite Four, does it mean, oh, it's gonna be impossible for you to win this? If only I should use the Ether on Destiny. I didn't know. I didn't know this is going to be just a Tyranitar. Oh my god, something different. Oh my god, something different. I didn't know. Okay, I should probably use the Ether on the water spouts just in case. Serve probably do a lot more. I don't even care. And you're going to heal probably, which is fine. Waste your full restores on Tyranitar. Waste them. Come on. Oh my god, you missed? Alright. You know what? Okay. Okay, another Tyranitar. Level 52 this time. Oh god. But luckily, I do have Destiny and... Oh... You know what? Can I actually defeat me? I think I'm in range. I think I can survive this. Come on, Destiny. You can take this. Okay, no, definitely I can't. So let's switch into Wiki to use Giga Drain. Yeah, that definitely is going to knock me out. Wow, they did a lot more than I thought it was going to. Uh-oh, Wiki, come on. You can use a full restore. Okay, good. Another Tyranitar? Whatever. Level 55. Come on, don't flinch. Wiki clears. There we go. Okay. Shout out to Wiki. Oh my god, this Venusaur is putting in so much work. 56. Love to see it. Alright, we beat Glacia. My god, again. Just Regirox, Tyranitar, Celebes, Regiseals, and Metagrosses. I'm fully expecting another pseudo-legendary just to show up, be like, hello. Drake time, Drake time. You know, I might put in Ben, just in case I get a Perish trap going, you know, with Perish Song and Mean Look. Just in case. Because so far, Ben and Franklin haven't really been doing much at all. So, I'm gonna try to use them and see what's next for Drake. Whatever it's next, hopefully I can just trap it. If it's like really tough, I can just trap it and stall it, but I don't know. I'm gonna do that just in case. You never know. So who's next? Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you? Oh, I have Thunder. Oh yeah, that's right. I have Thunder. That's right. Can you stop? Can you stop? Please. Enough with the legendaries. I two-shot it, and I got it. Oh my god, I got a paralysis. Raid dance? Do I just win? Do I just win? Thanks, Suicune. Please tell me just all water types. Please tell me I just win. Do I just win? Oh my god, Ben. Ben sweet. That's why you have it. Oh god. Ben. Ben. I think you're faster. Nope. Oh my god, you missed! How'd you miss in the rain? How did you miss in the rain, Kyogre? How did you miss in the rain? That did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. But you know what? I have a pivot. I have a pivot. I should have pivoted. I should have pivoted. Ben, no. Ben, no. Please don't have... It's gonna have an ice. It's gonna have an ice type attack, isn't it? It's gonna have an ice type attack. It's ice beam, of course it does. I do survive one more. Come on. Come on, Wiki, live this. No, so close. Maybe you won't go for it. Maybe you won't go for it. Maybe you'll full restore for no reason. You did. This is really bad. The one type I didn't want to face was water. Because I have no answer for this. So close. So close. Franklin, go. Whoa, whoa, Franklin, you didn't even take that at all. Whoa, what the hell? Oh my god. This might be it. This might be GG. Maybe not. Maybe not. Critical hit! Wait a minute, Dan? Dan? Dan, can you do this? Another Kyogre. Dude. Dude, seriously? What can I do? Hopefully get some Calm Minds, I guess, but another Kyogre. That didn't even heal me as much as I thought it would. Pain. I really got no answer. Well, this is the farthest I got. So I hope you all enjoyed. That's just funny. Really? I got it frozen with Destiny when it's literally the last Pokemon left. And I have no other moves besides Blizzard and Water Spout, which does nothing, you know, because I have no HP left. That's a little funny. That's funny. Well, sadly, it looks like our journey ended right before the champion. And you know what? I'm fine with that, actually. We had to go through the toughest Elite Four fights I have ever gone through. 5 Celebes. What was it, like 5 Mega... What was it? 5 Metagrosses. No. 4 Metagrosses, a Steelix, and a Registeel. 2 Regirocks, 2 Kyogres, a Suicune, and it was just so insane. 3 Tyranitars. That was the craziest Elite Four I've ever had to go through. But hope you all enjoyed the video. If for the next Pokemon Challenge video, it's probably going to be the compilation of my Mystery Dungeon live streams, which have been a lot of fun. I hope you all have been enjoying the live streams because those have been 10 out of 10, honestly. And shout out to the Ultra Nerd for making this amazing ROM hack with the fellow artists who made these amazing sprites. I mean, look at them. Honestly, they are so good. But my favorite one is just, it has to be Destiny. Just look at that Whale Lord. Just amazing. But they do have a new ROM hack in similar style to this ROM hack, which is for Pokemon Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. So if you want to see me do a nuzlocke of that game with the ReSprites, let me know in the comments. So with all that being said, I'll catch everyone for the next challenge video. Later, everybody.